We start the news from the Ashanti region. Members of Delta Force, a vigilante group associated with the New Patriotic Party, they caused mayhem at Sunday at Tafo Pankrono in the Ashanti region when they disrupted a meeting called by the Member of Parliament for the area, Dr. Antonio Seyakuto. The angry youth stormed the Tafo Pankrono MAJSS all on motorbikes and abruptly brought to an end the meeting between the Monitoring and Evaluation Minister and his constituency executives. Well, the Member of Parliament who felt threatened had to be taken quickly into his car, whisked, and driven to safety. Leader of Delta Force in the Tafo Pankrono constituency, Jaffa Saeed, also known as OD4, told Love FM's Kwesi Debra that the Member of Parliament had failed to honor a promise made to them prior to the 2016 general elections. So you can see them. That's a great gist of what the incident was as we sound up. Disrupted, and following those scenes that you're seeing there, we ultimately had to get our reporter in there to also get to know what really the stories were. And Kwesi Debra is on the line to speak to us. Good morning to you, Kwesi Debra.
Good morning, Roland.
Yeah. Were you at the event or you had a later report and subsequently had to go there?
Yeah, we had a later report. We never had a full notice that the minister was coming to have a meeting. And actually, it was supposed to be a confidential meeting between him and the executives, the constituency executives. So we had that later, Roland.
And so the shots are coming from one of the concerned citizens of the area, I believe.
Yeah, it's an amateur footage. The footage that you saw there is an amateur footage taken by one of the, should I say, executives or an onlooker. So we got it from different people, some from the executives and also from eyewitnesses, Roland.
Well, what we're seeing doesn't look good. What were the descriptions given to you, and who did he speak to subsequently on what incident may have transpired over there?
I spoke with the chairman of the Tafo Pankrono Delta Force, and that's Jaffa Saeed, popularly known as People. And what he said was that they've gone there to seek answers because they were promised for the 2016 elections that they were promised of jobs, they were promised of, and they did a whole lot of jobs for him. That's according to the chairman of the Delta Force. So they were expecting that as the member of parliament for the area, when he comes to the area, he will see them, and they've called several times on him to seek these answers, but they weren't coming. And also alleged that he's been there at the constituency for this is the third time. And so they've not been seeing him, and they think there's something going on. So they've gone there not to harass him or manhandle him, but they wanted to seek answers. But they went and met the security outfit of the honorable minister, and the unfortunate event happened.
Okay, so it means that there was a scuffle then, maybe some...
Yes, there was a bit of struggle, and as the whole thing ensued, they got a bit angry and they wanted to manhandle him. That's what we heard. That's what we heard.
So subsequently, we're told that the minister was whisked away into his vehicle and so had to get to safety. Is he safe? I mean, bodily, was he harmed in any way?
Can I come again, Roland?
Was he harmed in any way? Is he safe, the minister?
No, he was whisked away. He wasn't manhandled. The security outfit was able to whisk him away. And afterwards, we tried speaking with him, and unfortunately, we couldn't get him. We got the special assistant who told us that it was an unfortunate event, and they did not really know what the Delta Force members wanted. But subsequently, they will contact them and seek their comments on what they wanted.
The constituency executives of the MPP, what are they saying about the incident in the first place?
We've not had an official. There's something going on, which is a release going circulating, and we hadn't had. We tried contacting them, but we hadn't had. They told us they are going to release something, but we hadn't had special something from them. What they are saying is that it's an unfortunate event. That's one of the members that we spoke with. That it's an unfortunate event, and they think it's not actually the members of the Delta Force who carried out that unfortunate event. They think there were other members, or should I say, a certain irate youth or a section of the youth who perpetrated that event.
Kwesi, let me, in our intro as JoyNews, we say that we have Delta Force, but in your narration, you're saying that when you spoke to the head of the Delta Force of the constituency, they're saying it's not their members. So who did it?
No, I'm talking about the NPP executive, not the Delta Force.
So they are denying that it is the Delta Force that did the invasion.
The Delta Force, yes.
But the Delta Force are telling you that they did it.
And that's Jafar Said.
Okay. Have the police
so that's
come
what
in?
He told me. But when I contacted the NPP executives, they told me a different story altogether. And this, I did not really get it from the head, or should I say the executive, but some of the members. And that's what they told me. That's not Delta Force, but it's Adam. So those are the different views and different comments coming from them. But I spoke with the Delta Force chairman, and he said it's the members who carried out the event. Right.
Have the police come in, and what are they saying about the incident?
Actually, there wasn't any police around, and we've not heard from the police outfit what they think about the event. And so we'll try during the day to see what we can get from the police. But for now, there's no official police released with regards to the matter.
All right. Thank you very much. Kwesi Deborah is our correspondent in the Ashanti region.
Now, let's linger in the area a little bit longer because tension is mounting at Moshi Zongo. This is a suburb of Kumasi, and this is a day after a 55-year-old suspect died in police custody. Police sources say that Boazo Bawoleyin was undergoing trial and was remanded by a Mampongting court. But family of the deceased say he was beaten and locked up after his arrest by a combined team of local watchdogs and police. Love FM's Erastus Asaridonko joins us on the phone with updates. Erastus, good morning. What can you tell us about the death of this man in police custody?
Good morning, Kojo. We had information yesterday from Moshi Zongo that we had a mob arising from that end. And so we went to the scene, and yes, we had hundreds of youth with wearing red armbands and red headgears, chanting songs, and definitely they were not happy with something. And when we tried to find out, what we got from them was that they are not happy with the death of one of their fathers and one of their brothers, and that is Boazo, who is about 55 years. They claim he was arrested at the Moshi Zongo main park. That's about 2 weeks ago, in connection with possessing pieces of marijuana, and was placed in police custody. And they claim that they have evidence to say that he was arrested by a team of volunteers. That's a local watchdog committee together with the police, and was placed in police cells close to the Moro Market. That's the Tafo Pankrono division. But they say that when the police thought he was dying and they were sending him to the hospital, according to their explanation, they did not tell any family member. And so they accused them of subjecting him to beatings till he died. But my police sources are also saying that that is not what happened. But then, yes, he was in their custody. Yes, they arrested him on that date. They claim they did not beat him. But then they sent him to the Mampontein court, where he was remanded in prison custody. And I was trying to find out why then, if in prison custody, why then should he come back to police custody again? That explanation has not come out quite clear. And so that's the information we are getting at the moment. The police are saying they did not beat him and that he died after complaining of stomach ache. But then the family is also saying that he was beaten before he was sent to cells, and the police did not notify them when they were sending him to hospital. So they killed him in police cells, and they are demanding justice. So yesterday, it took the MP for Menchia North, that's Collins Owusu-Amankwa, to calm the youth down. And he told them that, yes, they will investigate, but he needs them to cooperate and sit freely with the police personnel in the area, do not take their law into their own hands until an amicable solution has been found.
Right. Now, very quickly, Erastus, has the police promised to investigate the death of this man since it happened while he was in their custody?
Nothing of that sort at the moment. In fact, I spoke with the commander yesterday, and he said that they are still gathering their files, and that today they will give us an official position of the police. Very well.
We'll be coming back to you in Moshi Zongo later on the show for more information. That was Erastus Asaredonko reporting from Kumasi.
And let's move on to some mainstream politics. And the former president, John Dramani Mahama, has accused the governing New Patriotic Party of abandoning projects started by his administration. Addressing delegates and supporters of the NDC in the Wa Central constituency, Mr. Mahama expressed worry that several projects that were almost completed remain untouched by this government. Correspondent Rafiq Salam reports from Wa.
Former President John Dramani Mahama, on entering the Upper West region, first cast aside his political ambition momentarily to console the family of one of his challenges in the race for the flag bearer, Alban Sumana Kingsburg Babwin, who lost his younger brother. John Dramani Mahama's visit to Dagasombo was a whistle stop. He wore a black shirt over a dark brown trousers, spoke for less than a minute, and had a handshake with the bereaved second Deputy Speaker of Parliament that lasted for a few seconds. Mr. Mahama then wore back his political lenses on his return to Wa and at a meeting with delegates and supporters of the party in the Wa Central constituency.
You can lie your way into power, but you cannot use lies to govern and manage the country. Because for us, we have always told the truth. We haven't lied to the people of Ghana and said we'll do something we can't do. If we come and tell you that, look, we're going to do this road, then we know that we can do the road, and truly when we come, we do the road. If we say we'll build a hospital for you, when we come, we build a hospital. If we say we'll give you a school, or we'll extend electricity, or we'll give you water, when we come, we deliver on those promises. But there are some people, he says, it doesn't matter what promise you make, you promise everything just to get political power. But the point is, you forget that when you get political power, you cannot use those promises and lies to govern the country.
He expressed worry about projects that were completed or on the verge of being completed when he was voted out, but have not been abandoned.
Look at the Wa Hospital. I visited here just before the elections, and the contractor conducted me round. The physical structures have all been finished, and the equipment had actually arrived. They are in containers, they are sitting there. And so the easiest thing for NPP to do was to just finish it, come and commission it, put your plaque there, commissioned by somebody, and you take the credit. Well, if they don't finish it, NDC will come back and finish it.
Now, the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, says government will continue to use the resources of the country to better the lot of the masses. According to him, the governing NPP came to power to ensure that the standard of living of the ordinary Ghanaian improves. Speaking at the induction ceremony of the presiding bishop of the Methodist Church in Cape Coast, the Vice President said the government will continue to prioritize the needs of the vulnerable in society.
That it is a blessing, the induction of Reverend Paul Bagnaboafo as presiding bishop. It's really an auspicious day. Today also happens to be my birthday. And so you can This country is a blessed country. God has blessed us, and we should continue to thank God for what He has done for us. When we are elected to serve, we are elected to serve the people who don't have a voice. We are elected to serve the poor, the vulnerable. That is really what it is about. That you come and do your bit and then step aside, and others will come and continue. And this is how I understand service. I never thought I would be in politics. In fact, I remember once my father asking me, and I said, no, I will not be in politics. He said, why? I said, I know you are in politics, and I see how they insult you every day. So I'm not going to go into politics. He's dead and gone, and I think today you'll be surprised that I will be in politics. I am in politics. But I see it also as something that God has asked me to do. And I'm very, very grateful for that opportunity to serve. I believe that in this country, we continue to live in unity and to continue to care about each other, to be each other's keeper. This country will go very, very far. I believe that if we use the resources of this country to benefit the people of this country will go very, very, very far. I am very, very grateful for this opportunity to be here. I ask you to continue to pray for this country, to continue to pray for President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his government. We have very, very major ideas to implement, major ideas that we are in the process, things that haven't been done since independence, things that one of my mentors, who is here, Nana Governor Nkesia, things that they talk about that we should have been doing all these years. We are about to begin a process of doing some major things, but we need God's help, because they say, unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain.
Yeah, news. We make it beautiful, don't we?
Yeah,
You know,
we
we have
do our best.
Former President Mahama and then Dr. Baumi also coming in there. He says, Charlie, they're not doing the things right. This man says that we need God's help and that we want to better the
vulnerable
lot.
will be catered for. Yeah.
And the politicians, how do they string the words together? You know,
It's their job, isn't it?
yeah.
It's their job. But you see, their most important job is to actually deliver on what they say. And that is where very often in Ghana, successive governments fail.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
let's hope for better in the future, right?
Yeah, definitely. Things will always be well if we're optimistic and we have great hope.
Yes, indeed.
Well, we have hope for you because we have great programming. Today, we'll be going live to Kumasi and we'll be bringing to you the latest from Sabo Zongo community, in which a 55-year-old man died in police custody. It led to some seeming tension in the community, but also among relatives and those who are close to him. So we'll bring you the latest from Kumasi.
That's Moshi Zongo, and that comes up later, among many other rich bits of content that we have prepared for you. Stay where you are. We're back with the newspaper review right after these.
AM News Headlines was brought to you by
Exeter Paracetamol, Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.